What up, everybody? Yes, I am back with another live draft. This one is the number 256 division. This one is for the office space division. Let's go. This one's going to be a classic here. Laylo Lau said another draft. Don't be sniping me, Crispy. Oh, man. I feel like I got a rough spot in this draft right now. Number one, but the 2, 3, and 4, man. Real savages, and even throw TJ in the mix too. He knows me very well. This one is going to be tough, but we're starting in a few minutes here. We're going to have to smoke to get ready for this draft. Shout out to the peeps who just hopped in on TikTok. Shout out to Zach, Detroit fan for life. You got the 12th pick. You ready? You ready? And Devin said, would love to do one of these with you, buddy. Bro, just message me on Sleeper if you can at FF Hustler 420. This is not a mock draft. It is a $10 best ball draft. And we got a couple peeps that are in the chat on TikTok right now in on this draft also. Jay, what up, bro? Dude, what happened? You have multiple accounts on Sleeper? Because at first I didn't recognize the name, but when I saw the payment, then I knew it was you. Zach said, yeah, my dude was slower than a sloth in this draft order race. Bro, and I've been the opposite. I've been slow in these draft order races, and I ended up getting the first spot in this one. Let's go. TJ in the house. What up, TJ? Coming in at the 5 spot today. Let's go. This one's going to be a good one. I already got my guy queued up. We're just going to go Bijan. Just waiting for it to start here. Zeb in the house. What up, Zeb? What is going down, bro? Hey, Dave in the house. Dave's not here, man. Crispy in the house. What up? Jason had the number 2 pick in my hands, but just could not hook the trailer. Bro, it was so close. It was so close, and then he just like stopped. He's like tripped. That's all I assume. Is like he was like right there, and then he just tripped like the dude in Cool Runnings, man. That's what I assume. Stupid TikTok hating on us smoking weed. We're going to keep smoking. We don't care. And Zeb said, what's good, bro? Bijan or Gibbs for the first pick? I'm just going to go Bijan. Yeah, we'll get real chalky with it. But, yeah, we're just going to go, all 3 RBs back to back. Let's go. Brown said he's switching it up this time. He said, fuck ADP. Yeah, let's see it. Curious to see how this one goes, but I feel good getting Bijan right off the bat. My running backs could be the best, just depending on how I play the second and third round. And Crispy said, damn, all you losers at the top end, dude, I don't even like having the first pick today because like literally the 4 picks after me could be sniping me all draft. I mean, not cool, man. Not cool. And Alex G, you think Josh Jacobs will play this season? Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen to him during the season. He still doesn't have any criminal charges pressed against him. And that's the thing that would keep him from it. And LA John Tay said, what's the best pick in an 8-man league? Shit, just number 1. I'm always going to say number 1 because you got a shot at the best player. And then in an 8-team league, you're going to have 3 players inside the top 17 picks. No one else is going to have that. So, yeah, I say number 1 still. But, you know, you could win from anywhere. You could win from anywhere. That's the thing. Like, I don't like the people who are like, I got to do this draft strategy because this is the only way that I can win. Like, I mean, the draft just sets your foundation. You just want to lay a good foundation down for the draft. Unless you're doing best ball, and then the draft means everything because there's no ads, there's no drops, there's no trades, and that's what we're doing here. This is a best ball draft, so yeah, we got a draft, and you live with this draft the entire season. It's a huge tournament, only $10 per draft, and anybody could join. Anybody could join. So anybody on TikTok watching right now, you guys want to throw down $10, get into tomorrow's draft? That's an option. And Zeb, he said, yeah, he is. And hey, Zim, what up, Rob? He said I was getting sniped in the first fast draft with Crispy and Brown. Dude, I think you were sandwiched right in the middle of them, huh? Yeah, man. It's tough, man. Those guys are savages. They are savages. And Dylan said, does it pay out any fees or no? Yeah, it does pay out for sure. So it's $10 drafts. It's a huge tournament. First place for the tournament is $10,000. $10,000. Yes. And top 100 get paid. There's going to be over 5 teams that are winning over $1,000. And yeah, it is the shit. And Nick, he has said that McBride going to be as good as he was last year. I mean, I think that he's going to get peppered a lot, and there's going to be a lot of targets going his way. That's for sure. So I do think that he will be on par with last year. Griff, Chase 104, Saquon 209, Walker 304. I like it. I like it. Is that what you are like debating on doing, or is that what you already did? And user 291 PPR 2 quarterbacks. Yes, it is PPR, and it is a 2 QB league. Awesome. I love when people know that it's a 2 QB league or a super flex, and they're not like, oh man, look at these idiots drafting quarterbacks in the first round, because like then I just think so negatively of those people. I'm like, dude, how do you not know what a super flex or a 2 quarterback league is? And shout out to Ben for the follow. And Austin said crazy people are still taking. See, just literally same thing. So Austin doesn't know about 2 quarterback leagues. And Luke said, who are you looking to get in round 2? Man, there's so many picks here. I feel like I got to get 1 running back. I might go 1 running back, wide receiver. I might go 1 running back, 1 quarterback. And Zach said St. Brown sniped again, bro, right before he got to you. Right before he got to you. But Austin, now you get it though, right? It's funny that like I was reading off that and then I read your comment, but yeah, but now you get it though, right? Like there's 2 quarterback leagues. Even if you don't play in them, you should still know that they exist, you know. And Obama said, what's your first 4 position pick? I mean, I feel like in most leagues, I'm going 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers in my first 4 picks. Maybe it depends on where I am in the draft, though. Cam said that JSN Genty team may win the 10K. I mean, they're not the only team that has JSN and Genty. I will say that. That's not the only team that has that combo. There aren't too many combos of the top 2 that don't exist. I think we saw one. Dang, what was the one that we just saw recently? It was like Bijan and A-Chain or like something like that. Let's see. 4 picks in front of me, and these are like Crispy said Obama, what the fuck? Yeah, we got some royalty in here. Zach said, 4th team of yours I've joined, and I've yet to be able to draft Gibbs or St. Brown as a Lions fan. It'll come, dude. It'll come. It will come, dude. I know it. In due time. In due time. Oh, man, this sucks. This sucks. It's like just a position that I really don't want to be in here. And James said, holy running backs. Dude, I know, I'm pissed because, like, I wanted, like, one of those guys, like, that got drafted, like, right before me. Like, what the hell? Like, none of them are dropping to me. Yeah, Goofy said, do it, do it. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Man, this is tough. This is tough because I definitely have to jump. Like, everybody who I wanted is, like, not here at this point. All right. We're going to go Drake London with one of these. Man, if someone threw in a Galaxy and said it, I'd do it. Andy said Montgomery. No way. No way. Oh, man. I feel like I got to do it. What are we going to do here? All right, fuck it. We got to do it. Let's go Travis Etienne at the 3-1. We got to switch it up a little bit here and there. Sucks. None of the running backs that I wanted, none of them fell to that second spot. And Zeb said, what do you think about Malik Willis? I got his ass as my second QB. I mean, it's not bad as a second quarterback. Definitely wouldn't want him as my first. Zeb said any RBs left, bro. They all got taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 RBs got taken within the first 2 rounds. Half the picks were running backs. What the hell, dude? Nick Von B, what up, bro? He said, puff, pass to the 420 crew. He said, apologies for my tardiness. You're good, bro. Had a random question, a little off the wall. If you had first pick and you could pick anybody, and it was forwards, backwards on the snake, who would you pick? Could be anybody in particular. I mean, if at 101, I'm just going Bijan, man. I think that's just where I'm going. Yeah, I said D London solid though. Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like I was super reaching for him. I did feel like ETN's a reach. I mean, I've got him in the 4th round a bunch, but he's not falling to the 412. There's no no chance in hell that he's falling to the 412. And Crispy said, I thought Cook would fall to me in the 2nd. Dude, I mean, 1 pick away. 1 pick away. Anybody check out the RB strength of schedule that I posted today? Anything interesting that you saw? The most interesting thing for me that I saw is like Genty and Cook schedule suck balls, man. I mean, I'm still gonna draft him. I'm not gonna completely avoid him or anything, but that sucks. That sucks. They got horrible schedules for the running backs. And anybody on TikTok who has not followed yet, hit that follow button, leave some comments. And if you want, if someone wants to see me make a pick on TikTok, throw in a galaxy and I'll pick whoever you say for 2 picks in a row. Yo, Evan, what up, bro? Thanks for jumping back in. Justin said Brooks for the Panthers should be a good solid pick. Yeah, I mean, he's just nowhere close, at this point. Like we're not drafting him anywhere soon. And user 583 CMC over Chase. I was a little surprised by that too. I really was. People switch up. These are $10 drafts, and a guy like Brown, he's already been in like 100 of these. And even before the draft, he said he's switching it up. So he's not going by ADP. He's just going off the field today. Crispy said, say Tony. Oh, man.
Man, fuck Tony.
Evan said, how long until the stream ends? Maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours. We kind of just started. I'm only doing 1 stream today, so I'll be on for the full draft. Yesterday, I did 2. And TJ says that offer open for people in the draft. Yeah, but only $10 super chats or above. So that I can make my money back on the draft, because I know it ain't going to win me anything. It'll be for entertainment purposes only at that point. Oh, man, Zim said I was going to say QJ. Yeah, I ain't drafting QJ unless he makes it to the 15th round somehow. And Cooper said, why not Josh Jacobs over ETN? I mean, I'm still a little nervous about Josh Jacobs, but I really feel like everything going on with New Orleans, ETN's going to be such a huge piece of that. I mean, I know they paid Kamara, but he's a glorified backup at this point. And so I just feel like ETN's targets and receptions are just going to be through the roof in this offense with Shaw. And I just felt like I had to jump a little bit. So I kind of switched it up a little bit, because I've taken Breece Hall over ETN a couple times. I've taken Kyren over ETN a couple times. But I do believe in ETN going to the Saints, though. Justin says CMC solid if healthy. Yeah, I mean, I have him in a bunch of leagues also. And Jay, where the hell did Jay go? He's on auto. What is going on? But yeah, if CMC can stay healthy, I mean, dude, he can always compete for number 1 at the position. And Kay said Dak is better than Tom Brady. Like better, like talent, like more talented, or like, what do you mean by better? FFC. See, look, we were talking about the people who don't know about 2 quarterback leagues. He says that Josh Allen at the 105 at the 1-5 piece. Yeah, it's just, these leagues aren't made for the casuals like you guys. And Chalky, what was that? Chalky Milk. He said ETN set up perfectly for 1,400 scrimmage yards. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of rushing, a lot of receiving. Their defense isn't really, like their defense is still kind of like run of the mill at best. So I feel like they're going to be doing a lot of throwing in that offense too. Jesus loves you with the follow. What up? He said, I got JSN, Jamison Williams, and Devonta Smith. Man, that is a solid core right there, I will say. Solid core wide receivers. Do you start 3 wide receivers or 2 in that league? Shout out to Joey G for the follow. TJ said, damn right, Alan. It's an easy 500 points in this league for sure. Yeah, because like, I don't know, even guys like Bijan Robinson, Gibbs, CMC, like Allen's probably still going to outscore all those guys. It's just they're going to outscore, probably the next guys at the position by so much. Crispy said, no risk it, no biscuit. You already know. And even like I said, TJ, on TikTok, I feel like there's just a lot of people who they literally don't even know that 2 quarterback league exists. Like that's why if someone asks if it's a super flex or a 2 quarterback league, I like tip my hat to them because they're actually like not super casual people, like there's a lot of casuals that we got to teach them about these leagues. And Jesus loves you. 2 in the flex. Nice. So I know those guys are your 3. Those guys are starting for sure. And Amon, Cook or Jefferson. Probably leaning Jefferson, but it's very, very close. And Grady said, who the fuck just drafted 4 RBs? Bro, Laylo Lyle is going crazy on the RBs right now. So I'm curious to see who ends up getting that wide receiver and quarterback, but all of those are starters. Like there's 4 flex spots in this league. So he can start all of those guys. Even though it's crazy, can still start them. Oh, dude, TJ, was that I know it was an auto, but did you not have Dart at your in your queue or anything right there? Yeah, that sucks. 2 picks in front of me, and Pierce said, don't do drugs, kids. I hope there's no kids in here. This should be an 18 and up stream. Because we're doing some heavy smoking right now. Drugs are bad. Okay. Jesus loves you. Said, who do I start, Lamar Jackson or Baker? Like, what do you mean, like, start? Because games aren't starting for like 6 weeks, I think, at this point. Like, who do you want to like have in your starting spot? Like, as of right now, it should be Lamar. I'm sure he's projected for more, isn't he? This is tough here. This one's tough here. You know what? I think we're gonna go Garrett Wilson, and we're gonna go with the $500 million man. Fuck it, we're gonna build around Patrick Mahomes. Let's get it. Zeb said, "Blaze it up, perfect timing. Let's go." Who's with me?
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
Let's get it. I'm going to be smoking on some jet fuel gelato, 38% THC. Picked it up yesterday. And tasty. TJ said, at least I was taking a QB, but wanted someone else. Okay, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it was Trevor that you wanted, but I feel like that's like a good spot for Trevor. I picked him at the end of the 3rd yesterday. People were on like some crazy QB runs. Amon said Hampton Genty or K9. Man, probably K9, but it's super close. Yeah, Crispy, it said do the drop. Hold on, where's Cat?
Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grow like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
And what is that? Al said, what round should I pick a tight end? It depends on your league, but I feel like if you could get Loveland and or Warren in like the 3rd or 4th round in like just a regular, redraft league, I think that would be really solid. and then you get one of the top end ones, because Bowers and McBride are probably going to go in the second. And B-Rut Dynasty, Evans and Pittman for Wilson and Dubs. Nah, man, I don't think anybody wins. I think it's very, very similar. You're winning on a player and you're losing on a player. Evans Pittman side seems better though. And Kakeem Bo Nix, the quiet injury no one wants to admit. I mean, people are nervous about him. I know that. Jesus Loves You said Tate might be good this year. I think he's going to be good. I think as long as we don't have to draft him like insanely early, like if you could get him as like your top bench spot, in the 8th round, I think that's solid. I don't know if I want to pick him above that as like a potential starter. So I think 8th round, if it's 8th round or later, I think I would do it. Oh, TJ said got his guy anyways. Okay, so it was Knicks he was trying to get. There you go. There we go. And Zeb said Patrick Mahomes bounce back season. Yeah, they said he's already going to start practicing. He's got a tough division. I mean, that part's going to be tough, is the division. Tonio said, if I had to keep one, who you keep in, McBride or Warren at tight end? McBride, but, Warren's really dope also. It's just, yeah, I mean, I'd keep McBride over Warren. And Yee season. I don't know if I said that right. I said start the Broncos or the Chargers defense week 1. Man, I am not, like, dude, we're so far away from like the starting, but like, I don't even know who the matchups are off the top of my head. But right off the bat, Broncos actually have an elite defense. Chargers do not have an elite defense. I also don't know how the scoring works with the team defense. I know it's different in a lot of leagues, but man, I hate team defense so much. And Rob said, hoping K9 stays healthy, gives Mahomes his first 1,000-yard rusher. I mean, he should. He's good enough for that, for sure. And that's another reason why I really think, why I'm really believing in the Mahomes bounce back. Because I'm not saying Pacheco was like a bum or anything. But, dude, we're talking about a 7th round guy who kind of like came into his own, but not an elite running back by any stretch. Like K9, I feel like everyone will say he's like top 10, right? Like talent in the NFL as a starting running back. Like I don't even know if that's debatable. Sal said, staying after that rip in the Sonics hat and look a little closer, bro. Woo. Even better. The Super Chronics. And hell yeah, dude. And thanks for staying. And let's keep the chat lit. We're smoking heavy over here. We're always doing drafts. Like, I mean, drafts are happening every single day. I try to stream every single night with like the draft. Sometimes, with life can't do it, but always try them. And yeah, you guys want to get into some of these drafts. They're only $10. They're not mock drafts. We don't waste our time on mock drafts. It's a $10 draft with a $10,000 first place prize for the tournament. It's a huge, huge tournament. Every draft that you've seen me streaming is all a part of like the same tournament. And Evan said, can I send you a DM? My fantasy team, will you rate it? I would say just kind of throw it in the chat here, and I'll rate it. And Sal, you do any dynasties? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm in like 32, 33 dynasty leagues, something like that. But I host an insane amount of leagues. Like I do this full time. Like I host, I think close to 300, I think like 250 like dynasty leagues, like something like that. We've been building over the last 3 years. Well, no, I guess since COVID, I've been building up all these dynasties, but more heavy in the last like 2-3 years. And then I host a bunch of non-traditional redraft leagues, like vampire leagues, guillotine leagues, 3-quarterback leagues, auction leagues. There's even a league that we have. It's WWF themed, and the draft order is determined by a Royal Rumble on WWE 2K26. And I'm not like controlling anyone. It's all random. And Sal said, when's the next startup? Bro, there's a startup starting up right now. We need like 5 more people. It's a $55 buy-in through League Safe. And it is a super flex offense only squad. Drew, what up? Said Bucky in a 27 first for JT and a 27 second and third. Shit, I'd do that to get JT. Oh, man, this sucks, dude. This sucks. All the quarterbacks fucking fell off a cliff. I should have got 2 instead of Wilson. It sucks. And Sal said you play in these leagues or mostly you're following. Well, no. So, no, I got to say, like, these drafts that I'm doing, I play in a bunch. But yeah, the man, it's tough, man. It is tough. I wish I could play in every single league because I want to. Fuck, I'm so pissed about these fucking quarterbacks, dude. Completely fell off of a cliff. Damn, and I don't even want to get Zay Flowers here either. All right. Man, that sucks, dude. This fucking sucks. I'll just get the other quarterback because, like, man, it's like so bad. James said, any ripskis we're about to do one right now. I just made my 2 picks. And Zeb said, doing the guillotine right now. Nice. Minnesota Marty, what up? What up, Johnny? He said the Vegas Leagues makes it 50 now. Let's go. Devo, what up? Gino, the Gino Garrett stack. Yeah. And Evan said Dynasty League, Burrow, Judkins, Genty, Chase, Igbuka, Kraft, Travion, and Pierce. Man, I like that. If it's a 10-team league, I'm giving it a B. If it's a 12-team league, I'm giving it a B+. Jesus loves you. Yeah, maybe. Still a little too early for him. Zach said Crispy gonna have any QBs available. Oh, dude, Crispy's screwed at quarterback. Like he's gotta pick quarterbacks with his next 3 picks. And TJ said the Allen Moore stack. Man, DJ, I want to score more. And Shove, yes, this is a super flex league. Hats off to you, bro, for knowing that it was a super flex league. There's so many rookies on TikTok who like literally don't even know 2 QB leagues exist. It's so weird to me. So yeah, props to you for knowing about a 2 QB league. Southside definitely going to check out some of your leagues and content going forward. Happy rips, bro. Let's smoke it up. Yeah, I got a crazy amount of leagues that still have openings. Mostly redraft. I mean, we're still going to get a couple late dynasties in there. But yeah, those drafts just take a little longer because there's more people or more players drafted. And Ham Sandwich, what pick do you have? I got the number 1 pick in this one. Man, my QBs suck though. I was put in at the 4-5 turn. Man, I could have picked 2 quarterbacks, but I just picked 1, and I locked down my my second wide receiver. But now my 2 quarterbacks suck. My backup quarterbacks suck. And Aiden said, "What's the punishment?" I mean, I don't have any leagues with punishment. I mean, the punishment I feel is just like losing to to people who are gonna talk mad shit to you. And Chev says it's too early to start redraft drafts today. Nah, man, it's not too early. Not too early. I mean, I feel like it's too early to be making the trades and everything like that. All right, we're going to get another rip going here. Talon said Hampton or Genty. Probably Hampton, but I think it's really close. All right, let me see. Oh, I'm on the clock in another league. It's multitasking. Let's go lockdown. All right, multitasking, making these picks in multiple leagues because we got slow drafts filling as well at the same time. And I can't see the username, but they said, is this a mock? No, this is not a mock. This is a $10 best ball draft with a $10,000 first place prize in the tournament. And Zeb, I'm smoking on some jet fuel gelato right now is what I just threw in the bowl. All right. And whoever's hitting that like button on TikTok, I appreciate you. For all the new people on TikTok, hit that follow button. I know this draft might look a little crazy because some of you guys might only play in the single QB leagues, but I'm as hardcore as it comes as a fantasy manager. And most of the people on TikTok, I can tell you firsthand, they're not really playing in a lot of leagues, and they only play in the most basic of the basic leagues. This is the spot to be. And I can't see the username. What do you want me to call you? I don't want to call you like Blank Man. So this is a big best ball tournament. We do these in addition to our redraft and dynasty leagues. You draft and then it's a set it and forget it thing. So we do these pretty much like just in like it. Instead of doing mocks, we do these $10 drafts where it actually has some stakes on it, some big stakes. Motion Tape said, how many leagues will you be in? Well, if I don't count the best ball leagues, because I'm already in over 100 of these, but I don't have to manage these. But I'm in, I think it's either 32 or 33 dynasty leagues. It might end up being more. I got 3 orphan teams that I still got to fill. And then probably around 20 redraft leagues. So give or take about 50 leagues. And then wondering where I go with these picks. So yeah, give or take 50 or so leagues, and then 100 and so are these best balls. And I'm team 1. I'm the one on the clock right now. All right. Screw it. We're going to go one at each position here. And I'm going to go JK and Romy Roma Dunze. Motion said, so like when you watch football, do you have like every player? Yeah. So it's crazy. It's like I have every player and I'm also going against every player, but I never look at my matchups. Like maybe in the playoffs I will, but I pretty much treat fantasy football like golf when it comes to my matchups, because like looking at my matchup means nothing. Like I got to put my best foot forward and I got to put my best players in the lineup in every single league. And so like I think if I looked at my matchups, I could like fuck with my head a little bit. And so I don't want any players to do bad. Like that's my mentality. I want every player to do good, and my combinations of players, they have to do better than who I'm playing, So like it's more fun doing it that way for me, because like, if you only have like 1 or 2 leagues and you're so focused on that, you're just so focused on like the players that they have like not doing good, like since I have everybody, anytime anybody scores a touchdown, I'm just stoked. I'm like, I know I got them somewhere. But yeah, it is. I just cheer for everybody. At least it seems that way. I know that there's guys who I like won't have, or like maybe I only have in like 1 league or so. So I just like won't even care if they score. And Johnny said, Blank Man's a great movie. Dude, it is. It is. And dude, yeah, TJ said IDP in the 8th. Yeah, I'm surprised about that. Peeps on TikTok, share the live stream. Keep leaving those comments. Keep hitting the likes. Let's get the stream going crazier and crazier. TJ said Cali Jam with the hero RB scheme. Yeah, he got Gibbs and nobody else, right? We'll see how it goes, dude. I mean, those wide receivers are pretty nice. It's not nice is all 4 guys right in front of me just like sniping me like every round. That part has not been fun. But yeah, we got a round and a half before it gets back to me. Chase your laser, Michael Wilson would be a steal, maybe. And what TJ is that on TikTok? And TJ said, oh my god. Oh my god, what? Cali Jam said fuck it. No risking, no biscuit, bro. TJ said, I haven't seen you in like 2 years. What TJ is that? Is that the normal TJ just fucking with me? He said, not this one. He said, it's Telp. Trip. What the hell, dude? Where the hell have you been, bro? Nope, different TJ. What up, Trip? Dude. He said, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm still streaming on YouTube, but streaming on TikTok also. Let's get it. All right, we still got a round before it gets back to me. Almost like don't want to even put people in the queue because I hate when I see the queue dwindling. Let's see here. And Slow said, what pick are you? I'm the number 1 pick. I got Bijan. Yeah, I know. And I'm guilty. I'm putting guys in the queue right now. But I'm ready. Some of these guys are going to fall. Some of these guys are going to fall. All right. Yeah, my next 2 picks are going to be my last 2 starters. And Luke said, should have taken Gibbs. I'm fine taking Bijan. I'll get Gibbs in some other ones where I got the number 2 pick. And Six Lou said, I'm new to this stuff. Why are QBs taken in the first round? It's a 2 quarterback league. Thanks for asking. 2 quarterback league. It's a super flex style where the second quarterback is optional. But in these leagues and in most leagues, the quarterbacks do score the highest. So most people are gonna they're not gonna make it optional with the quarterback. They're gonna play the quarterback. All right. And Slow said Bijan over Gibbs any day. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how I feel. And there's nothing wrong with Gibbs. I mean, dude, there's a lot of leagues that I've drafted in for these ones. These are $10 best ball drafts. If anybody wants to get in, just shoot me a message on Sleeper at FFHustler420. I've taken Gibbs at the number 2, and it is what it is, you know. There was one league where I ended up getting Bijan at number 3 somehow because Josh Allen went first and then Gibbs went second. And yeah, I was lucky to be in that one. That one was cool. Noah said, who should I choose, Saquon or J Love in a keeper league? My keepers are Bijan and Amon-Ra. I would be choosing Saquon over J Love. I know J Love is it's the sexy rookie pick, but yeah, I'm going Saquon. I'm thinking a bounce back for Saquon. He's still got one of the best lines in all of the land. Back on the clock in another one. Oh, here we go. All right. There we go. Multitasking, making picks. All right, let's get the chat flowing. I'm gonna have to get some music going, but I'd rather interact with the chat than get the music. Will said, why were there quarterbacks taken in the first round? It's a 2 QB league, super flex specifically, but you can start 2 QBs. So the quarterback's very, very important. Compared to like the leagues where you only start 1 quarterback, when you start 2, it's like it changes it from like the weakest position to the strongest position. And Shiloh, you think Jefferson has a bounce back year? Yeah, dude, I really do. I know it was bad last year, but yeah, I think it's going to be a lot better this year. And the schedule is pretty nice for them. And Lutzen said, you checking the YouTube chat? Yeah, I haven't seen any comments come in on the YouTube chat. I mean, I see yours now, but besides that, we haven't had any comments come in for like the last 5 minutes. And Sheila Brax, yeah, thanks for the follow. Leprechaun 1, thanks for the follow. And let's get the comments flowing. Let's get the comments flowing everywhere, because yeah, I'd rather be interacting with the comments than playing songs or anything. But we got this draft going. We're in the 10th round here, and we got a handful of rounds to go. We're gonna get through 35. And Asher's Coffee Beans, what up, dude? What is going down? Leprechaun 1, keep May in the 11th, or Tet for the 6th. Ooh, probably May in the 11th, but man, Tet in the 6th is nice too. And Lou said, what are your thoughts on Rachaad White? I think for where you're going to be able to get him in most drafts, I like him. I mean, you're getting him as a bench player more often than not, and he has the opportunity to be the number one guy over there. Versus guys like Harvey, Dobbins, Gainwell. It's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough. I think I would take Dobbins over him. Would I take Gainwell over him? That one's kind of tough. I might take Gainwell over him. Him and Harvey are close, but I think I would take all three guys over Rachaad White. Devo hearing good things about Price at Seahawks training camp. It's only been 2 days, but yeah, for sure. For sure. And Eric said, kind of tough. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Eric? Oh, there goes QJ. Grr. Yeah, man. I filled up the queue and so many guys got taken. This one is kind of tough. Oh, man. All right. I think we're going to go Fannin with one of those picks. And I think we're going to go Ricky P for the other one. All right. And it's actually what round do you think Tet McMillan would fall the furthest to? I mean, I'm assuming it's a single quarterback, right? Fourth, probably at the latest. Probably more than likely a third round guy. Maybe late second, but it's probably like a third or a fourth round guy. So that's why getting him in the 6th, I mean, that's good, but you're only getting like a round or two, of the extra value or whatever the hell you want to call it, for where they'd normally be drafted. But I feel like May's getting drafted in the 5th or the 6th. So you getting him in the 11th is just way better. And Evan said Fanning, biggest sleeper this year. Yeah, man. I mean, in these leagues, we don't have to start a tight end. You don't have to start a tight end specifically, but it is tight end premium. So, and there's like 5 different spots where the tight ends could actually, where they could actually play it because of the super flex. And Zim, he said, haven't seen Fanning fall that far this late this season. Yeah, dude. I mean, felt like I had to take him there. There's one player that there's actually 2 other players that I was heavily considering right there. I don't think they're going to make it to my next picks, but we'll see. Evan Sound Bengals fan, I'm calling it now. Schlesinger will be the best linebacker. Well, I don't know what the ITL is. I'm spacing on that, but Schlesinger's the shit, dude. In my dynasty ranks, I think I had him like top 3 or 4. Andrew said, I'm trying my first dynasty league this year. Any tips? He says a 16-teamer, a little overwhelming. Yeah, dude, for a 16-teamer for your first dynasty league, that is going to be tough. In the startup draft, try to trade your first round pick away, but for like multiple picks inside the top, like, I don't know, 7 rounds. Like if you could get like 3 picks, no, I'd say if you can get 4 picks in the top 8 rounds And I've done it before. I mean, it might be a little bit harder in a 16 team, but if you can do that, like you'll get so much extra value that like it's really going to help you like win in the beginning. And Johnny said, my Uber Eats nachos showed up. Ruth did a great job. They showed up hot and crispy. Nice. Like to hear it. Shout out to Joe. What up? Oh, Evan said in this league. Okay. And Joe, what up, bro? He said, what do you think about Parker Washington compared to Quentin Johnston? Parker over QJ. And he said, picking a round 10 keeper. So I like Parker, ranked very close. Both could be solid. Yeah, I'm going Parker Washington, though. That's where I'd be leaning. And I'm not saying it's not close, but like you could ask me that, and 10 out of 10 times I'm saying Parker Washington. So yeah, I like Parker Washington got drafted in the 9th round here. And I feel like, and QJ going in the 10th, I felt like that was way too close. And Leo said, any sleeper tight ends? Not really, man. I mean, the sleeper tight ends just kind of suck. Like those are, you're usually streaming if you're going with the sleeper tight ends. TJ said, Allen Moore, Kincaid, Nick Sutton, Harvey, let's fucking go. Yeah, you got a really good team, dude. You got a really good team. Your wide receivers, though, I mean, that's the part I'd be nervous about that. I know. I have Herbert. That's why I wanted QJ. No worries, man. No worries. You know, anybody who drafts QJ, I got to bust their balls a little bit because QJ can't catch, man. Quentin Johnston cannot catch. And I guess I just feel like when you're an NFL player, when you're, you know, an NFL receiver, I feel like that should be one of the things that like you're good at. I know I might be wrong about that, but I feel like he should be good at that if you know, he's doing it professionally. Man, it is so ugly at this part of the draft. And because nobody's started dipping their toe yet. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm probably just going to do it. Let's see if these guys snipe me. But I'll get my advantage here. Doyle said likely with the injury to Neighbors. Yeah, I mean, it's I guess I just get a little nervous about him in general. There we go. I'll get my IDP advantage right there. I need to get me some extra bench spots, but now I got a solid IDP to build around. Give a nice suck it to you guys on that one. Where is it?
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
The New Age Outlaws are back.
What's going down? Jamie, you back from the expo? Yet. And what was the highlight of the expo? I wish it was a little easy. Well, I guess I don't even wish. But yeah, if it was easier to get out there, I know I'd go. But yeah, Canton ain't an easy place to get to. Dalton said, question for you. Shoot, Dalton.
What?
I said, shoot your question.
What?
Give it to me.
What?
Jamie said, just woke up, didn't even go to the expo today. Said, fuck it, I'm done. Did you buy a ticket to it? I know it's only like 60, 70 bucks or something like that. Jamie said, my highlight was the stripper that kissed me. Nice. Dalton said, I'm in a keeper league, 12th pick, 2 keepers. I'd say all All top 8 running backs and wide receivers are off the market. What should I do? My keepers would be Adams and Kittle. But why? Why are your keepers Adams and Kittle? I mean, yeah, give me the reasoning why, because I don't know what you should do. I mean, you should go running back, wide receiver, but like, I have no one else. What? How do you have no one else? Those are your best players from last year, dude. Make sure you follow. If you need to be following me so I can help you do better in these leagues. But yeah, dude, you got to go running back, wide receiver, or running back. Probably running back. Because at least you got Adams there. Other options would have been Daniels, Rico Dowdle, maybe Sutton. Okay. Yeah. Those are probably your best guys if like those are the other options, because I'm assuming it's a single QB league. And Jay said, how much are your redraft leagues? There's some that are 33. There's some that are 55. And then the big money ones, we got, there's 2 $100 leagues and 2 $600 leagues that I'm hosting. Dalton said all the good running backs will be gone. Well, I mean, like, do you have to play in this league again? Like, dude, if like your team is that bad, like that's why I hate keeper leagues, because like, especially when you only keep like 1 or 2 guys, like it sucks. Do you have to play in that league? I would just bail on it and let them fill it with someone else and bro, because you got to like you have to, like, you don't even have any running backs, so you have to draft 2 running backs, so like it doesn't matter if they're all gone or not. Like, I mean, like you have to draft 2 to start, unless you don't have a traditional like starting lineup where you don't start 2 running backs. But like, what are you gonna do? And Dalton said, should I even play for real? No, man, dude, legit, like fucking quit that league. Like, a keeper league is 1 step above a redraft to me. Like, so like, it's not a dynasty league. Like, dynasty leagues, I feel like, are for life. Like, if you get into a dynasty league, like, you should be in there like for life, as long as that dynasty league lasts. But if it's a keeper league, like, man, that's just it's a glorified redraft league. People quit them all the time and there's no issues. Say it's my bro's league, so it'll hurt his feelings. He said, but I hate the peeps in there. See, like, fuck it, dude. Like, man, it sucks. Just get out of that league. Tell them to get in another league with you. And that's all about getting into multiple leagues anyways. And Jay said, and those don't shut down, right? We just redraft next season. Yeah. Like, all the leagues, they keep going. It's just you don't carry any players over, It's just fresh start every single year with the players and everything. And I can't read the username, but thoughts on the Pats RB situation. I like that you're able to get both guys kind of late. What sucks is like there's going to be games where Henderson pops off. There's going to be games when Stevenson pops off. And like that's been the Patriots RB situation since like the day before forever. So we just got to deal with it. But I'm targeting those guys a bunch, though. I feel like I'm definitely targeting those guys a bunch. Oh man. Johnny said we have orphans available. Better than that team. Yeah, dude. I mean, that would just suck, man. That would just suck. Fuck. I gotta kind of follow the trends in this one here, because like everybody was just going offense, and now everyone's going IDP, and like all the offensive guys that are even in this area, like I kind of don't even want them in this area, so we're just gonna beef up the IDP. Going through the whole list right now to see, trying to see what I could pull. All right, you know what? We're going to go Dodson, and we're going to go Quincy, baby. Look at that. Whoo! IDP's on point right now. Yeah, you're welcome, Cali Jam. I left Ernest Jones there. Uh-oh, Jamie said, damn, I auto-picked in the 246. Damn it. And Dalton said, I just don't really have another league to join of friends, you know. Yeah, I know. And that sucks. If you ever want to join other leagues, like, friends are overrated, man. Like, I'm 40, you know, I can tell you friends are overrated. I don't know how old you are, but I mean, you know, you'll definitely realize that. But it's just more fun to get into more leagues. So if you do want to get into any other leagues, I mean, I host a lot of real active leagues we can get you in. And he said, oh, yeah, he said, fuck people nowadays. So I don't even try anymore. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And Dalton says, Kittle even worth it this year. Well, like, yes, but like in a keeper league, like, I don't want him to be my keeper because like anybody could just draft him probably in like the 10th round, you know? So like, that's why I wouldn't want him as a keeper, because he's going to be going so late anyways that, like, I don't know. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. If he stays healthy, who knows? Yeah, I mean, if that's the part though, is the staying healthy, because yeah, he is getting older, and dude, he's like, I mean, they don't call him Brittle Kittle for nothing, you know. Damn it, I didn't see Quay Walker still there. Cali Jam. They said I'll need it. I got Alvin and the Chipmunks for my second QB. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Dalton said, you're a cool dude, man. Hit me up if you have any space in a sleeper league. Bro, I have space. Hit me up. Message me on Sleeper at FF Hustler 420. He said, gotta follow even though you're dying over here. Yeah. Follow. And hold on. Where is it?
He does.
Yeah, I got spots in leagues. So yeah, hit me up on Sleeper. I can let you know. It's at FF Hustler 420. I can let you know the different leagues that I got. But I host like traditional leagues, and then I host dynasty leagues, and I host like non-traditional leagues like vampire leagues, forced trade leagues, guillotine leagues. What else? 3 quarterback leagues. We got a bunch. And Zivo said, hit it. Let's go. Oh, woo. Brown said, home league where I got 2 keepers. I'm keeping Bucky in the 12th. Shit, that's late. And would you do Trevor in the 11th or Igbuka in the 5th? Single quarterback league? Man, Igbuka in the 5th would be nice. Like, but I feel like Trevor in the 11th is probably the move. And Zivo said, what is that? I forgot. It's a bong. Let me hit that ball. Could keep Parker Washington in the 11th. I mean, that might be good. I mean, I guess I wonder, like, where, like, if it's single quarterback, it's got to be a single quarterback league, right? Because Trevor would have never got drafted there in a super flex like ever. Unless it was his rookie year, and I feel even then. And Jamie said Alex has the best leagues. You the man. And yeah, but Parker, like, what's he gonna go in like the 6th, 7th round, 6, 7? I don't know. Matt, you already know, bro. That bong. And Pagan said, what's the strain? How about that? It's jet fuel gelato. Jet fuel gelato. Jamie, you're back up in the 246. Yeah, I feel like Trevor, you get the most, like, because Trevor's probably gonna go in like the 6th, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess it's like I'm like, because if you're getting Trevor or Parker in the 11th, it's like, who would get drafted first in that draft? I don't know. Like, it might be Trevor that goes over Parker, but I feel like they're like, either way, they're both going around the same range. So I'd probably just go Parker for the depth, because I mean, it would be nice to get Trevor, but still in the single QB league, I mean, you're gonna have so much time to get quarterbacks. And Kyle, you like Bucky or Brees more? Brees as of right now. And Deffy said, what app? This is on the Sleeper app, the Sleeper fantasy football app. And Dave said home keeper league, Judkins in the 7th, Loveland in the 8th, Dart in the 13th. Man, Loveland in the 8th. Yeah. I mean, Judkins, single quarterback league, he's probably going still in like the 3rd or the 4th round. But Loveland, I feel like that's a guy you want to lock down, because either way, like the 8th, that's like super, super good value for him. And I bet he's like goes as like the 3rd quarterback, like off the board. Every league is different where people were willing to jump for the quarterback, though. So I feel like he'd be a little bit more unpredictable on when you can actually get him. Because shit, Loveland might go in the 3rd for all we know. If people are going crazy, you know, if Bowers and McBride go, and then someone just like panics and is like, oh fuck, like the top 2 guys are gone, I wanted to get them, like Loveland and McBride could go like shit within the next couple picks, like because people are panicking on the tight ends. And you obviously won't be able to get Judkins in the 7th, but even getting him in like the 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, like I don't even know, he'd probably be like a 4th or a 5th round guy, I feel. Because like, let's see, in this draft he went in the 6th. So yeah, good rule of thumb is like 2 rounds. So yeah, he's probably a 4th round guy. Loveland's probably going sooner than that. Jamie said, love draft next to my new best friend. Yeah, that's Robert Zim. Said in every single draft. Bro, he's in all the slow drafts. Every single slow draft Zim is in. It's a really ugly spot to be in. Let's comb the IDP. I think I'm just going to get my 5th guy and get 5 in a row. But who's going to be that guy? Oh, I see who it's going to be. We'll go Eric Wilson. All right. Got my 5. You ain't fucking with my IDP in this one. Forced my hand. And now we're jumping back to offense. Let's go. Let's get Charbonnet. Yes. This might be the first draft where I could confidently say I have the best IDP starting 5 out of the league. Yes. Doesn't happen often. Does not happen often. So screw you, Cali Jam, because you've done it in so many drafts where you could say that you had the best IDP starters. And Josh said Gibbs or Bijan at pick 1. I got pick 1 in this draft. I took Bijan. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to keep doing it. I'll get enough second overall picks to where I'll get some Gibbs also. I'm just on that Bijan hype train. All right, and I'm remembering to scroll in this one. All right. Well, yeah, you fucker. Dude, I don't even know how many of your drafts that you could say. Like, dude, I'm in over 100 of these, and this is the first one that I could say my IDP starters are the best. You're in over 100 as well, too, and you could probably say that your IDP are the best in, I don't know, what, maybe like 20% of those leagues? And Jay said, I got a couple in the queue. Got to finish closing up at work. So I'm going to stay on the stream, though. But auto is on for sure, bro. All good. All good. And yeah, man. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it flowing at work. I know how that goes. I'm just lucky that my work is smoking weed and doing fantasy drafts. Yeah, I mean, so stoked that that's it. Whew. So let's smoke more. The jet fuel gelato. Let's get it. And John Smith with the follow. Teddy. People already drafted. Yeah, bro. You'd think that we're crazy because we've been drafting for this tournament since February. Keep hitting the follow, guys, on TikTok. All the new peeps. And Wayne said his purple defense. Purple is defense, but it's specifically linebackers. The pink is defense. That's defensive backs. And then the darker orange, like if you look at Strange and Burns 17-4 and 17-5, the darker orange is defensive lineman. And if anybody wants to see the top of the draft, just let me know, because we're down to round 17. So I scrolled down a little bit. Shout out to Zay, shout out to Chuck, shout out to Wayne for the follow. And Wayne said, "Man, I thought I was deep into fantasy football." Hey, bro, and there's a lot of people who think that they're really deep into it, but when they meet me, I really open up a can of worms for them. And because I host, this is a big tournament. It's a $10 buy-in. There's a $10,000 first place prize. And in addition to this, I host a bunch of dynasty leagues, and then I host a bunch of redraft leagues, like traditional leagues, and non-traditional, like vampire leagues, guillotine leagues, forced trade leagues. And I can't see the username, but should you draft a backup tight end and quarterback? Well, yes to the backup quarterback, because I do want to get a good one. I would always try to look at different schedules and things like that, for the backup quarterback. I wouldn't always draft a backup tight end. It really depends on who you get. If you get a late tight end, then yes, I probably would draft two. But if I get one of the early ones, I'm riding or dying with that guy, because if they get hurt, you're going to have to stream anyways, but we're not banking on them getting hurt. And if they don't get hurt, you're only going to need a tight end for 1 week when they have their bye. So yeah, if you get a later tight end, yes, get a backup. If you get an earlier one, no, don't do it. And Nick said, "Love that hat, homie." Hell yeah, check that out. Callie Jam said, Brooks Bolton, Schwessinger, Jack Campbell, Gray is my best starting five. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no way I'm getting a starting five like that with you savages in this league. It's fucking insane. You're lucky I wasn't in that league. There's no, well, actually, no, I think I was in that league, huh? I might have been because we talked about that. Yeah. And Zim, he said, I don't know if I can say my IDP is the best in any league. I usually take a couple top guys and then early and then go back offense, build good benches, wait IDP till 16, 17. I'm usually taking more offensive guys after my starters. This one was weird because but there was a couple, literally a couple IDPs that got drafted before round 12. That's what's crazy. Usually there's IDP guys going before that. So some of these offensive guys fall a little farther. That didn't happen in this league. It just went from everyone getting their starting offense and then one extra guy. And then everyone just switched to IDP. Everyone just switched to IDP. And Chris, we said my 5 IDPs suck. I mean, it's definitely not one that you would normally put together, but I like everyone that you got. You just had to draft them a little bit earlier because of the way that IDP was falling. All right. Where am I going to go with these? All right. We got to get some more guys catching the ball. And Riki said trade second round redraft pick for a third round redraft pick and a 27 first. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel not, because I want to stack up. I don't know. You're going to trade a second round pick, which I'm not opposed to. Get a third, a fourth, and a seventh back or something like that. Because that second round is going to be super, super valuable. Jay said, I got the best top 7 D linemen in this league. Let's see. 1, 2. All right. Well, yeah. Damn, dude. You picked Nick Bosa pretty early. But yeah, man. 2 of the best right there. If Nick Bosa's asking, just stay healthy. If he could just stay healthy, man. Yeah, this draft, this one's tough, man. If the $10,000 winner comes out of this draft, I'd be surprised. It's we're all eating into each other in this draft. Everyone's been drafting good, and even Reed, it's his first draft. Jay, who's at the 6th spot, his second draft. I mean, a lot of other guys, heavy hitters. Detroit fan for life. I feel like this is like maybe his 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. Getting close to 10. Oh, Jay said no, the other league. Okay, yeah. Jamie said Nick Bosa, who I auto-picked early in 246. Brown said I started my IDP, but then stopped when everyone started. Solid top 3 to start. Yeah, I mean, you just can't get left behind when everyone starts going IDP like that. That's really what it is. Cali Jam, I set a new bar for my worst RBs, and I have Gibbs. Oh, man, let's see. Oh, yeah, because you only had one for Gibbs and Kamara and Coleman and Sampson. Those are your top 4. Damn. I mean, my top 4, my top 3 are way better. When you get into my top 4, I mean, it's still a lot better, but having Charbonnet as my 4 isn't that good. And Kyle, you think Kittle will be good to go week 1? I think he's going to play week 1. Hope he plays week 1. But yeah, I don't think he's going to start on the pup. So either way, like I don't think he'll be missing the 4-game stretch being on the pup. Crispy said, I like my wide receivers. Who you got a wide receiver? JSN, Neighbors, Rice, Olave. Yeah, I'd like it too. Genty, Swift, Dowdle, Algier. I mean, that's way better than Cali Jams. That's pretty ugly for the running backs. I mean, Genty's the shiny piece for sure, but pretty ugly. Whoever's on TikTok, let's get the chat. Let's get the chat popping more, guys. I could play music and stuff, versus like just randomly talking to myself. But I want to interact with people, so leave some comments. Questions about your league, questions about a draft. Throw it in. If you're looking to join a league, let me know. I got leagues for you to join. Jay said the other league, I got Verse, Garrett, TJ Watt, Will Anderson, Dexter Lawrence. That's fire. Dan, what up? Said, am I seeing this right? 4 teams haven't drafted a QB yet. Well, no. Let me scroll up. I'm like, there you go. Now you'll see the whole thing. Let me know when you're done looking at the top of the draft. But yeah, that was, I don't even know how many of the rounds you couldn't see because of it. Hunter, what up? I'm in a tough spot. I just got to decide between Neighbors or Josh Allen in a long-term big money keeper league. I can keep up to 5 players, 1 QB. Current saves, leaning towards Chase, Bijan, McBride, Hampton. I mean, dude, I just take Josh Allen there, man. And then you got a trifecta. You got the tops at at like every position. So, yeah, I wouldn't even think too hard about that. I would just keep Josh Allen. There we go. Dan said, okay, I see it now. Yeah, there we go. 16-man full PPR. You got to keep Allen, dude. I mean, if you didn't have any wide receivers, that'd be different. But you're already keeping Chase. I mean, you're talking about Jamar Chase, right? Not Chase Brown. But, yeah, you got to keep Josh Allen. 16-teamer? Yeah, man. And Elijah, not this league, but why Gibbs 1-1 often. I would take a 1-4 at most. Yeah, I mean, he went 102 here. I feel like I have him 102 behind Gibbs, behind Bijan. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's weird that a lot of people are like, why are you taking Bijan at number 1? Like instead of Gibbs at number 1. I mean, that part's kind of crazy to me. And Stevie, in a 10-man league, should I trade my 101 for the 110 and 201? Hell no, dude. No way. If I'm trading the 101, I want more than that. And I wouldn't, and see, it's kind of tough because like I don't want like the back end, like I don't want to trade from the 101 for like those 2 at the back end. I feel like it'd have to be more. And Dan said ESPN has Gibbs ranked at number 1 and Bijan number 2. Okay, that's why. Because most people do play on ESPN if you're just thinking about the grand scheme of like fantasy players. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I don't know why ESPN has it like that, but I wouldn't trust their rankings at all. Because, yeah, it's not like that on Sleeper. Austin, pick 101 and a 12-man. Who you taking and why? I'm going Bijan, man. I'm not buying into this hype that Gibbs is going to outproduce Bijan. Crispy said, show yourself, Jamie. Jamie said, way too hungover and burnt out to hop on tonight. No worries, dude. No worries. Cali Jam said, Tua and Bryce. Yeah, man, Crispy's QB suck. Hunter said, favorite late round QB. Well, tell me what's late for the late round QB, because you're in a 16 teamer. So what round are you talking about? Because, like, I mean, dude, Kyler's gonna go late. Like, he's gonna go late. Do you mean that late or like later than that? Because those guys are what they picked around QB 20 or so. Let me see where they got picked in this one. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Kyler picked at 16. I guess Baker, I mean, technically he'd be a late quarterback. 17, 18, 19, 20. Shaw was picked at QB 20. Yeah, I mean, Kyler and Shaw, those would be my late round QBs. 8th or later. So, I mean, would Kyler and Shaw, would they fall into that? Because I feel like they're probably, I mean, maybe they'll be going in that range in the 8th round. And Austin, would it be crazy to take Chase at the 101? It wouldn't be crazy, but I mean, if you start 3 wide receivers, that's a reason to definitely take Chase as the 101. You know, if it's 1.0 PPR or higher than that, I mean, definitely a reason to be taking Chase. If quarterbacks only score 4 points, you know, I mean, that'd be a reason to take Chase. Because I feel like in the 4-point passing, being PPR, guys like Chase are going to be high, could potentially be one of the highest scoring in the league. But yeah, definitely depends on the scoring and the layout and all that. Lay Low said, love that Mac Jones pick. I mean, got him in the 21st round. Who? Mac Jones. Crispy said, Watson got a massage. He's about to kill it.
Hello, ladies.
Austin says a 12-man league, full PPR with bonuses at 10 catches, 100 receiving yards. Yeah. I mean, what kind of bonuses are there for running backs? Because that would also come into play. And Eddie said in the keeper league, I got Buka, K. Walker. Who should I take with the 102? Bijan, Gibbs, Chase, or Puka? Bijan. Yeah. Yeah, Bijan. And yeah, see, Dan already said I'd take Chase with those bonuses. I'm curious what kind of bonuses that the running backs could hit, or if those are the only bonuses, like the catches and the receiving yards. Because if running backs get similar bonuses for 100 rush yards, you know, I mean, I think Bijan could go over 100 more than Chase can go. You know, like I feel like it'd be close, but. Especially if it's like if there's any rushing and receiving, but yeah, I'm curious what the other bonuses would be. Same bonus for running back, 100 rushing yards, bonuses along with 40 plus on the rushing yard TD. Yeah. I mean, I think I'd still be going Bijan. Yeah, because I mean, similar bonuses for both the running backs and the wide receivers. Like I still like Bijan over Chase. Cali Jam, I like that Brissett sign. Yeah, definitely. Because and right before camp. So he didn't miss anything official. It's all been the what's it called? The optional like OTAs or whatever for most guys. But yeah, he's got to be there. He's got to be there. Beck will have his time. I don't even know if it'll be this year. And Austin, thanks for your input, guys. Been torn between Gibbs, Bijan, and Chase. For sure, man. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. And thanks for the follow, Austin. And yeah, man, it's tough picking at the top. That's for sure. And it's because you don't want to miss, because you can't miss, because you got to wait for so long, man. But I feel like you can't go wrong with either one of those. But I'm on the Bijan honey mustard train. All right, let's see. Let's get some guys in the queue here. Oh, gotta hurry. 22nd, 23rd round picks for me. Gotta make sure I don't miss out on anybody. You know what? It's pretty late. Let's get JJ. And well, you know what? We're just gonna get the Mahomes insurance also. Just lock that down. Dan said, yeah, Bijan be a good pick with those bonuses with Tua throwing them on the screen passes for sure. Because I mean, there could be games where Bijan gets 10 catches, right? Where he gets 100 receiving yards, 100 rushing yards, you know, like Chase is never going to hit that. Like there's not too many players that, I mean, maybe Gibbs, you know, but like I feel like when Gibbs gets passing work, he doesn't get a lot of rushing work. We'll see with David Montgomery gone. But yeah, not too many players who can hit both sides of those bonuses, you know, 100 rushing yards, 100 receiving yards in the same game. That's for sure. All right. We're just going to keep on smoking. Let's get it.
Light it up. Let's get Chinese eyes, man.
Who's smoking with me? Who's smoking with me? Austin said, I agree with the Gibbs statement. Had him last year and had a game, had a ton of catches. Didn't have a lot of rushes. Yeah. And it probably will change a little bit because of no Montgomery, right? Like, I mean, that's I feel like hopefully he's more like what Bijan already is. Like, I think people are like kind of like overinflating it because we haven't seen it yet and they want to be like ahead of the curve or whatever. Probably just because they want to have Gibbs, and I think Gibbs has like, he's already broken out, but like this could be his like, you know, his time to shine if he really finishes as the number one running back, you know. Like, I mean, everyone's going to want to say, I drafted him, I had him for that year. Always what it is. All right. This is getting interesting. Man, Willis and Ward as my QBs sucks. Sucks. All right. Anybody on TikTok? Anybody anywhere? Just leave some comments. I can start playing some music, but I want to interact with the comments. And Layla, you didn't draft Quentin Johnston. He's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Zach, Detroit fan for life. He got in the zone.
Get in the zone
with the anal zone. Austin, your opinion, who's a guy that finished top at his position last year that won't repeat this year? That's kind of tough. Because I feel like it could be McBride. But even if like Bowers finishes number 1 and McBride finishes number 2, I feel like it doesn't matter. I mean, was JSN the top wide receiver last year? Did he finish with like the most points? I could have been Puka. See, I don't even remember who finished at like the top with like the points because all these guys were like so close. Dan said Gibbs has good upside, though. For sure, he does. We just haven't seen it in the full season without splitting with Montgomery. Exactly. For sure, he has upside. I mean, him and Bijan, I feel like clear cut, like 1 and 2, like guys. I mean, I feel like even over Chase, but I feel like Chase and Puka are like kind of in that mix. And then you could throw CMC and JSN, and then maybe Taylor. But it's like, yeah, it's like those top 7 guys. Like they're just all kind of in a little class of their own. All right, Let's double check. Make sure I didn't miss anybody here. All right. I'm going to go Mr. Chargers Curse Vidal. And let's get Dre Greenlaw. All right. Jay said, just looked up, almost forgot I got Puka and Devontae stacked. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, you got Devontae in the 7th. Your running backs make me a little bit nervous, but man, Puka, T. Higgins, Adams, Tate, Kelsey, solid starters and pass catchers. Dan said, I believe it was CMC, JSN, McBride, their position. Dang, CMC was number 1, huh? Well, I mean, I feel like he's not going to finish number 1. He has a possibility to, but I don't think he's going to. And yeah, even with JSN, like, I feel like he could, but I don't think that he will. But I bet, I mean, we're drafting him as a 3rd wide receiver off the board. So, and yeah, the McBride, I mean, same thing. If Bowers is healthy for a whole year, like, I feel like it could be Bowers, you know, who finishes number 1. McBride finishes number 2. And Kyler said, I'm worried about Mahomes' injury for Rice. Can you explain why I should take him? With versus AJ and give. Well, I'm not worried about Mahomes' injury because like he's a runner of the ball, but not really that much. And like, you know, the ACL isn't going to affect him throwing. So I mean, really if he gets hurt and then doesn't play, I mean, that's the only way that it's going to affect Rice. Cowsy. I traded first, second, third last year. I have Josh Allen, Brees Hall, AJ Brown, receiver, Rath Ken Walker, Bucky, and George Kittle as my keepers. I mean, it's a nice core to build around. TJ said Crispy took a Demetrius Knight in the 15th. Yeah, man. That's what I was saying. He got all guys that I like, but dude, had to draft him hella early. Yeah, Laylo said those are some interesting QBs for Crispy. Yeah, Crispy's QBs suck, dude. Tua, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, Watson, Sanders. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do with getting like quantity. But yeah, man, I mean, as far as quality goes, I mean, dude, you got like the bottom of the barrel for all of them. JT said Genty, Hampton, or Saquon, half PPR. I'm leaning Saquon over those guys. They're all in the same tier, though, so it's hella close. And JD said not like Rice is catching anything past 10 yards. I mean, we've seen, you know, there's been big plays that go to Rice, but yeah, we'll see. And Crispy said there's QBs at the top. What do you mean? What do you mean there are QBs at the top? I mean, you have no QBs at the top. Dan said, I think Genty possibly. I know they improved their line. I'm really nervous about their schedule. All right. Let's see how many IDPs I got. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. All right. I'm pick 2. 12-man half PPR league. Should I stack RBs with my first 3 picks? I would. So I want to have. You gotta have one wide receiver within those top 3 picks. I'm good with you getting 2, and it could even be first, second, and then third. You go wide receiver, but I feel like you don't want to push it off because you got a long way from your 3rd pick to your 4th pick. And like that's where like a lot of wide receivers are gonna go. So like you're gonna miss out on you're probably already gonna miss out on the top guys. Like you're gonna miss out on the top guys. But if you don't pick a wide receiver with one of your top 3 picks, you're gonna miss out on every top 12 guy. Crispy couldn't pass on the wide receiver dropping me, yeah, for sure. Cole, pick 5, half PPR. Do you think CMC or JSN? Probably going CMC. It's so close though. Yeah, I've gone back and forth. And Andre said, damn, how many rounds in this draft? 35. It's a best ball draft, and there's no waivers. There's no ads. There's no drops. There's no trades. It's a $10 draft. You draft and set it and forget it. User 101 said, who's this year's JSN? That's kind of tough, man. Because I don't think like even JSN just such an anomaly, man. Like could it be AJ Brown potentially? But you got to get him higher than JSN was going last year. Could it be Neighbors? Maybe Rice. I like if Rice is healthy the whole year, that's probably who it is. And M said Puka. I mean, you got to draft Puka higher than JSN this year. Like, I think he means like who's going to be drafted like low, who's going to be like like tops at the position. Parker Washington for sure. You're getting him super late. I guess the way that I'm thinking of it is who could possibly be wide receiver 1. Andre said Ladd's about to kill it. Yeah, he is. They finally got rid of Keenan Allen's bum ass. That was holding Ladd back for sure. Keenan Allen got way too many targets last year. Way too many. Let's get some more guys in my queue here. Leave some comments, guys. Any questions you got? Ooh, Dave said Ibuka. Totally could be, man. Totally could be. User said Dub's going to be in the slot this year. You think he'll light it up? I get nervous. I get nervous about Dubs, especially now that what's his name? AJ Brown went over there. Yeah, and Dan said Ladd third year breakout. I can see it. Yeah, and I really think Marvin Harrison's going to have his third year breakout too. I got him in a lot of these drafts. Andre, my draft's basically a month away. I can't stand it. Wish I was drafting. Bro, you should get into some of these drafts with us. It's only $10. There's a $10,000 first place prize for a big tournament. And I go live for all of them. And it's more or less draft practice. Like, even if your league doesn't have 2 quarterbacks, it doesn't matter. It still helps you just see the value of where guys are going in drafts and what wide receivers are going after who, and you don't have to, there's no management. You draft, set it and forget it. And Cole said, is McBride or Bowers really a bad move in round 2? Everyone always says fade the tight ends. Well, I think I'd rather skip over Bowers and McBride and go for like Loveland or Warren, because you get them in like the 3rd or the 4th this year. So it's a little bit better than having to get them in the 2nd. But it really depends on your league scoring, though. But I will tell you, if you go back and you look at the champions in your league, I bet you they had a top tight end. Like, that's what sucks about tight ends. Like, they really like rule these leagues. Em said, how you feel about Walker in Kansas City? Think he'll fit the scheme? I think he'll fit the scheme, and he's the best running back that they've had, since Patrick Mahomes has been there. Not that he hasn't had like good ones, but yeah. And Laylo, sounds good, bro. You'll be first on the grades. Let's get some super chats going before the grades. And Dave said they're good practice. Hell yeah, dude. Dan said I'm skeptical on Harrison because of his drops. Yeah, a lot of guys, we've seen it though. Year 3, that's when a lot of guys take the turn. Austin, thoughts on Evans in San Francisco? Same production, Tampa, better or worse? Well, he's probably would be on par for 1,000 yards. So that's on par, equal. But touchdowns, I bet he could get back to double-digit guy. But the thing that sucks is his injuries, man. He always stays questionable, dude. These damn hamstrings, man. And user K9 and top back this year. Yeah, I feel like he's going to be a top 10 back. Said everyone has been been on the train preseason so far. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Jesus loves you, said Emmett Johnson. I'd be depending on how deep the league is, it is nice getting him really late. Yeah, Laylo Lyle throwing down on a super chat We're gonna get a little Dabaroo packed for that. Get a nice rip before Lalo Lau's grade. Anybody else wants a grade? Let me know. And Seaburner said false won last year and had Ferguson. Yeah, I didn't say that like you can't win with a bad tight end. And I was talking about one specific league, and I said to go back through that one specific league and then see how many teams won over the last couple years with a good tight end. So why don't you do the same thing? Go back through that league and tell me in that league how many teams won with a good tight end over the last 5 years. Well, last 4 years because you didn't have a good one. All right, Cali Jam, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Tyler said Gibbs or Bijan at number 1. I'm going Bijan, but close. And the Don Leprechaun, you're not worried about. Oops. You're not worried about Walker never being better than RB18 in his career. I mean, he's gotten hurt a lot. Like that's one thing that sucked, and that's one thing that's like held him from being like top 10, like points per game. I'm sure in those leagues he was a lot higher than RB18, but yeah, I mean the staying healthy part sucks. The staying healthy part sucks. All right, and Aiden Tootin or Rodriguez? Tootin. Ray, am I picking a wide receiver with the 101 since my keepers are 2 RBs? Or should I trade my 101 for the 110? Yeah, I'd pick a wide, like, I don't know who the wide receiver would be, but if you're keeping 2 running backs, I would assume that, yeah, you want to pick a wide receiver with that first pick, even at the 101. Because it's a keeper league. The 101, I mean, like, I don't even know what keepers aren't, like, what keepers are taken, so I wouldn't know who to take, but yeah, wide receiver, gotta be. You're keeping 2 running backs. Who are you keeping? Dan Tate's the only rookie wide receiver I gamble on drafting over Tyson or Lemon. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Tate's going to do the best out of those 3. Browns, I went back today. I looked at my team that I got 10th last year. Crazy. I started RB, had Stroud, Purdy, and Vidal. Whoa. Let's see. Yeah. Go ahead and text it to me, Brown. All right, I'm gonna get some guys ready for these next picks here. Still got to mix in some IDP guys. Oh, nice pick, Brown. Keepers are Scat and Javonte Williams. I don't know, man. Like one of those, I feel like I'd want to be a flex, not necessarily a starter. So I wouldn't. Yeah, TJ with the Zell super chat. You demand, bro. All right, so we're gonna get back to back Dabaroos here. And got you marked for the grade. Let's see. So who Brown picked? Bijan. Dude, Bijan went at the 1-7 last year in that draft. I wonder when that one was drafted, number 94, pretty early. Bijan and CMC. Then Purdy, Stroud, Tyreek, Fields, Adams, Pollard, Waddle, Andrews, Khalil Shakir, Tyler Spears, Kyle Williams. Yeah, so you waited on IDP for sure. And Brock Purdy did real good. CJ Stroud didn't even do that good. So, yeah, man. I mean, dude, just having Bijan and CMC, I mean, I'm sure that made like so much of the difference. Shout out to Johnny for the follow. And here we go. Let's get the first dab going. This one's for Lalo Lau. Hey, Corey in the house. What up, bro? Said big family day today. You're all good, brother. I didn't have Fields, Tyreek for Adams, and was I looking at the wrong one? Oh yeah, didn't have Fields out of yeah. Didn't have them for week 17. Yeah. And Green said, "Yo, bro, what the fuck is this draft? It's the bottom of the draft. We have 35, 35 rounds. Let me know if you want to see the top of the draft. It's a big best ball draft, $10 draft with the $10,000 first place prize. Yeah, I'm sure it looks crazy because a lot of guys are never even going to get drafted in the draft that most people do. Yeah. We started about an hour and 40 minutes ago. Long marathon every night. 9 p.m. Eastern is when the draft start. Let me know if you want to see the top of the draft. I can scroll up for you. Yeah. Now that'll look more normal. Woo. For all the peeps joining on TikTok, any new peeps, hit that follow. Hit that follow button. Woo. All right. How many IDPs do I got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Probably got to get an extra one. All right. Thanks for coming through, Green. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people thinking that. Like, what the hell is this? I don't know what I'm on. So would you trade London for Rice? Nah, I don't like making trades like that. Because I mean, London's just the higher value guy anyways. Like, I don't want to trade like similar guys for similar guys. I want to figure out how to get them both on the same team. All right, we're gonna go Taylor and Vele. Two more picks, and then we're gonna do the grades. Maddox, should I draft Kyren as a Rams fan because we got Corum? I mean, I'd still be okay with drafting. Kyren. Dang it, I haven't been cleaning out. I've not been cleaning out the chamber here. I need to do that now. Ooh, yeah. Cali Jam, I feel like you haven't been sniping me as much. So I didn't take Jalix Hunt from you. I feel like I only take him when I'm mad at you and I'm trying to snipe you. And I don't know what I'm on to a wide receiver room right now is Chase London, Olave, fire. Dude, it's so gross in here. I haven't cleaned out this chamber in a handful of dabs. Slacking. All right. Now we got to get another one for TJ. Let's get it. Puff, pass it. There's one of these out, so I know to clean it after. All right. 2 more picks. Let's go. And then Laylo Lyle is first. Dave said TJ's been sniping the hell out of me this draft. Yeah, I've been trying not to pay attention to you guys is what I've been trying not to do. Fuck, stupid childproof locks. Yeah, I've been trying not to pay attention until like my pick comes up because I already know you guys are sniping me the whole time. And Dan said Williams is a starter. Yeah, Corum changed the pace back up. Yeah, for sure. And Bryce said, what's the first round look like? Here we go. Thanks for asking. Let me know when you're done. I'm gonna scroll back down. Yeah, TJ's been on it. I mean, TJ's one of the guys who's been drafting for this since the very beginning. Back in February. And Treat got a server? No, just message me on Sleeper. I have Discord, but I never use it. It's not active. We're all old, I guess. Nobody likes to use it. If someone wants to manage a Discord, would love to do it because I got a lot of stuff worth sharing. But yeah, people actually like actually using it. But Yeah, just message me on Sleeper. I'll get you in. But these aren't mock drafts. This is a $10 best ball draft. This is not a mock draft. This is a real draft. And Bryce said Allen at 5. Yeah, it's a 2 QB league. Super flex league specifically, but everyone's going to be starting 2 quarterbacks unless injury doesn't let them do that. Austin said thoughts on Smith this year with Brown gone. I like him. I think he's a really good value. Really good value. Because I feel like he's jumped up maybe a round or two, but AJ Brown's going in like the 3rd round, like more often than not, and you're getting Devonta Smith multiple rounds later. And a shout out to Kylan. 8 said Schmitty or Nika. I'm gonna say Buka over Schmitty, but it's very, very close. Callie Jam said, I'm too busy taking any RB I could think of to snipe. Bryce said Genty, Hampton, or Saquon. I'm leaning Saquon, but all those guys are in the same tier for me. Woo! All right. Dang it. How many IDPs do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, screw it. We'll get 2 offense to throw it out. It's a good hit, yo. Yeah, that was fire. Whoo! Smoking some live rosin. Whew. Always hitting. Shout out to Laylo Lau and to TJ for the super chats for those fat rips. Hey, shout out to Pam. Pam in the house. What up, Pam? We just finished a draft. We're about to do some grades, but any questions or anything, throw them in, peeps. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Doing good, Pam. It's going crazy with these drafts. Let's see. Where's Laylo Lyle's team? And let me zoom in. Okay. Here we go. Quarterbacks. We got Baker Mayfield and Tyler Shuck. I'm gonna say it's probably a B-. It's probably a B-. And Corey said the way your draft started, you feel like the number 1 spot's not as good. It depends. I mean, number 1 spot's not always created as equal. The guys that I had around me, heavy hitters, that made it not as fun having the number 1 draft pick tonight. And Kyler, this isn't a mock. It's a $10 best ball draft, but totally worth it to join. There's a $10,000 first place prize, and it's better than any mock that you could join. All right, TJ said I got the comeback player of the year in the locker room coach. Uh-oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, we got him. Tom Brady in the 35th round. And Kyler said, is there another? Every day, 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to get into tomorrow's draft, shoot me a message on Sleeper. It's at FFHustler420. And Corey said maybe 2 or 3 is better. The drop off from Gibbs or Chase said Bijan isn't bad plus. Yeah. And like I said, it really depends on who's in the draft as well and where they are. Because I've had some really good drafts at the number 1 spot. But I had some okay ones. I feel like this one was okay. Not the quarterbacks, man. The quarterbacks. I like my top 4. All right, so B- for the QBs for Laylo. The running backs, Taylor, Hampton, Javonte, Henderson, and Stevenson. And it was you who got Brian Robinson. I'm gonna give that an A minus. I'm gonna give it an A minus. Really, really solid, really solid. And wide receivers, not so solid. Watson, Pierce, Myers, Downs, or wait. It's just Watson, Pierce, and Myers. I mean, Downs, Shakira, Jennings. Drafted him a lot earlier than I've seen. But yeah, if we're just grading on the starters, man, I'm gonna have to give that a C plus for the starters. And let's see the IDP. Quay Walker, Benito, Nick Cross, Daniel Hunter, Josh Hines Allen. And Kyler said, wait, what username do I DM on Sleeper? It's FF. I'm typing it now. Hustler 420. FF Hustler 420. Some other ones might come up. Just those are all mine too, but just click on the short one if it gives you an option. But yeah, you could just copy and paste that and it should let you message. I'm pulling up the DMs right now. Looks like there's a few. Okay. All right, 1 second. Couple came in. Okay. Cali Jam says example projections suck. My team's the highest scoring week 1 in the league. He said I feel like it's projected from keep trade cut. Yeah, for sure. And Kyler, yeah, that does look right. Yep. I don't know if you have to put the @ symbol though. I don't know if you have to. Okay, sorry guys, just answering these messages on Sleeper. Okay. I'm gonna say so IDP, Quay Walker, Benito, Cross, Hunter, Josh Hines Allen. I mean, Quay Walker's the only one who's like an A player. Benito's like a B plus, Nick Cross like a B, Daniil Hunter's like a B plus, Josh Hines Allen's like a B. I'm gonna say B plus total. Yeah, your super chat definitely helped that out a little bit. So let's see. So we had a B minus for the quarterbacks. We had an A minus for the running backs. So that's up 1. And then C plus. So that's down for the wide receivers. So that's down 2. So yeah, -1, and then B plus. So you end up being even, and so that's an 85 overall. Just a B. And Kyler, do you want? I'm messaging you back right now. I'm just talking it out. Do you want to do the draft tomorrow? That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I more than likely will be streaming that. Okay, cool. I'll send you the link for that. I've already opened it up. If anybody else wants the link to join, I'm gonna just put it in the chat on YouTube right now. We already got someone who joined. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm going to send you the payment info. You want to knock that out ASAP. It's just best to do that. Gotta run this guy. All right. Okay, so who is next? We got Cali Jam next, right? Cali Jam and then TJ. Anybody else want to grade? All right. Okay, 1 second, guys. Just send the link. Kyler said, "Could we do a 12-person mock draft for fun?" I just don't do the mocks. I don't have enough time for them. Like I'm so busy trying to fill up these drafts. Like we did 8 trying to think. I think we started 6 or 7 drafts over the weekend, like I mean I just don't have time for mocks. If you yeah, we just always do these. We do them every day. We've got to send this link to one other person, and then Cali Jam, you're up. Okay. Here we go. Cali Jam. Dak, Goff. I mean, that's either a B or a B minus. And Kyler said, wait, the winner gets 10,000 for the league I joined. Yes, but it's a part of a tournament. So it's not just the 12 people that are going to be in the draft that you're doing. Like the draft the draft that I'm showing right now is draft 256. So there's already over 3,000 teams in this tournament. You have to finish in the top 4 of the division to make it to the tournament playoffs. Once you make it to the tournament playoffs, that's when you start becoming eligible for the prizes. You got to be in the top 50% scoring teams to move from week 15 to 16, and then same top 50% from week 16 to 17. And then you have to be, to win that 10,000, you have to be, out of everyone who makes it to week 17, you got to be the highest scoring team. Top 100 are in the money. There's going to be at least 5 teams that win over $1,000. All right. So, back to this QB sitch. Either a B or a B. It's either a B plus or a B. That's what I'm kind of debating on here. Well, let me ponder that for a second. We got to trade. We got to trade in a single QB startup right now. Let me get over there and see. Just picks for picks, 9th and a 13th for a 9th and a 15th. One of those crackhead trades that we love. Okay. And Kyle said, bet, see you at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Hell yeah, bro. I'll be here. I should be live. Unless my wife gets called into work or something, I'll be live. We're going to call it a B. And Kyler said, wait, why so many rounds? There's individual defensive players. So if you look and just wait around so you can see the teams, I'm grading them right now. And as I scroll down, you'll be able to see the defensive players. Even if you haven't done defensive players before, it is not hard. You want to draft inside linebackers. You want to draft edge rushers. You want to draft strong safeties. You'll see a lot of the guys. And if you go back and watch the draft, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to see, like, you could watch like multiple drafts because I always stream them there, and that's where you can watch them back. But yeah, it's not hard. You only got to get 5 starters for the IDP. And Random said, who's going to be the number one wide receiver for Jacksonville? I think it's going to be BTJ, but I think they're all going to kind of eat into each other. So I don't think there's going to have like one like super dominant guy. And Hunter, 10-man snake, who you take at 10 and 11? Probably running backs. Saquon, probably one of them. Yeah, Random Tuna for sure. If you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button. I'll be your biggest resource throughout the season. You just want to come through for the live streams. That's where you get the best answers at. I'll be posting, but live streams is where it's at. But yeah, I know Saquon, but Hunter, but man, I mean, I want to go. If you can get Jefferson and Saquon there, like that's such a good start. I just don't know who's going to be there and who's going to fall, but Saquon and Jefferson would be nice there. And thanks for the follow, guys. Everybody who's here on TikTok, if you have not followed yet, make sure you follow. I'm also live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. All right. And Cali Jam, thanks for being patient. The chat just blew up a little bit on TikTok, so we're gonna answer some questions. And Pervani, I'm not doing mocks. These are $10 best ball drafts, but there's a $10,000 first place prize, and they're better than any mock that you can do, and way more fun because you can actually win something like from it. But if you want to get in, message me, FF Hustler 420. TDR, you think Mahomes will have a good year? I picked him in the 5th round in this one. Like, I think he's gonna have a good bounce back. And Jackson said Goff in the 5th. Yeah, it's a 2 quarterback league. So I know you can't see the full board, but yeah, I mean, like even like Dak in the 4th, I mean, that's high as well, right? Thanks for the follow, Pervani. Liam, I'm in a draft. I got the 7th pick. Do I take Hampton? Do I take Hampton in the 2nd? I'd take Saquon over Hampton if that's an option, because I bet they both kind of go back to back. All right. Back to Cali Jam. Oh, wait. Kyle Z said, how about DJ Moore? Was that a part of another question? I like DJ Moore. I mean, for where we're able to get him. Colin said Amon-Ra or Puka. It's Puka, but it's pretty close. Worried about the injury with Puka. Yeah. I mean, I feel it. There's just more upside for Puka than Amon-Ra, but like we're splitting hairs because both are like top 4 guys. All right, Cali Jam. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a B for the quarterbacks. Man, the running backs though: Gibbs, Kamara, Coleman, Sampson. Oh man, and really it's just Gibbs and Kamara. I'm gonna call that a C plus, and that actually, man, I gotta call that a C, even with Gibbs. Nah, I gotta call it a C plus. Like Gibbs by himself is bringing that like up to a C plus, but man, like that is so bad. That is so bad. Random two to say Kittle coming back. Yeah, he's probably gonna play week 1. Let's see these wide receiver tight ends though. AJ Brown, McBride, Burden, Flowers, Harrison, Parker Washington, Pitts. Here's the tough part. You don't have anybody who's an A, because I don't even think AJ Brown's an A. I think he's like a solid like B plus. But like you got a shitload of B players. And I think just because of the I mean, like, well, I guess McBride's an A player, right? I think I'm gonna call it a B plus, but it's a pretty strong B plus. Can't give it an A minus because there's too many B players, and McBride's the only A player. And then IDP. Sherwood, Zach Bond, Ernest Jones, Caden Ellis, Simmons. Man, I hate seeing Simmons in the top 5 because I always want to downgrade it. Like, dude, a DT, like, who's not going to get a bunch of tackles. Like, he's good and he's like the highest paid. Like, he's like one of the best at the position. But for like fantasy football, though, you know, it's a whole different story. It's a horse of a different color. And Dan says coming back week 1. His injury wasn't that serious as the other Achilles injuries. Yeah, I mean, just quick bounce back time for Achilles. Now it's crazy. Got a couple of those specialists now. That they're wizards. They are wizards. I mean, your top 3, Chef's kiss for sure. Ellis is good. Still like Ellis is like a B plus guy to me. It's like Simmons is like a B minus guy, maybe even a C plus guy. Like that's what's kind of crazy because like he's so fluky. Like he's so fluky, so streaky too. But either way, like all in all, like it's either A minus or a B plus. I think I'm gonna give you a B plus just because I know what you're capable of. So that is, we said a B and then a C plus. So that's down 2 and then a B or B plus. I mean, so that's up 1, then another B plus. So it's actually even. So 85 overall, man, that's one of your not best ones lately. This draft was a tough draft. It really was, man. TJ's next. Okay, let's see. Hold on and get a couple questions first. Colton said at pick 6, should I take CMC, Amon-Ra, or JSN? I mean, it really depends on your scoring. If it's just default scoring, I think I'm going CMC. But it's like you really can't go wrong with any of them. It's like the running backs, though, it's going to be like you're probably not even going to like the running back options. I got that pick. I think that's what it comes down to. And Memzer said Allen had Allen first pick is crazy work. Well, in this league, it's a 2 quarterback league, and Allen's probably going to score the highest out of like everybody. So, like in these leagues, quarterbacks are actually the most important position, not like the single quarterback leagues. And Dan said they might use him more blocking with the Evans acquisition. I mean, we could say that, and I'm sure, and CMC is going to block, but like, come on, man. Like we're talking. He knows what he has. Like, you're not going to make CMC just like a straight blocking back or anything. And Jay said, GM Neon Sleeper, my draft from yesterday. Can you rank it? Yeah, and I can pull it up. I'll pull it up. Just give me a second. I'll do it after the next one. And any gifts that could be thrown in, throw them in. We love it. And let me see. AD said Javante or Kyren. Going Kyren, but close. And Jay said, honestly, grade my starting lineup for the draft. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. I'll grade this one. And yeah, because I just grade the starters, not the full team. It just goes faster. And a lot of it, when we start talking about all the bench warmers and stuff, just gets boring. So I wanted Daniels instead of Williams, but I ran out of time. Oh man. And let's see, Callie Jams. Yeah, punt and RB is brutal. First time ever not having the second RB. Said there was a lot of cutthroat going on for sure, dude. I had the number 1 pick and it kind of wasn't fun. And Chase, who to get at number 4? I mean, either CMC, Chase, or Puka, whoever falls, and the order I would say Chase, Puka, CMC is how I would rank them. AD, should I draft Kyle Pitts? Depends on how late you can get him. All right, TJ, Allen, Dart, Nix. I'll call that an A-. Running backs, Brown, Kyren, Tootin, Harvey. I think I'm going to say a B+. A lot of it's on the back of Chase Brown and Kyren. Tootin and Harvey just aren't lowering that score that much. And wide receivers, man, I mean, you waited so long for wide receivers. DJ, I want to score more. Sutton, Addison, and then Kincaid also in the mix for the pass catchers. I think I'm going to call that a B-. It's not bad. It's good. Just definitely levels to the good. And IDP, Gray, Franklin, TJ Edwards, Burns, and Amon Wari. Nice. It's either A- or a B+. I mean, the top. Yeah, the top 3 guys I think are going to carry it to an A-. I mean, Burns, I mean, he's right there, like fringe A- player. Amon Wari is the one who's like a B or a B+ player, but still, like, I think of him like a B+. Okay, so let's see. So A-, that's up 2. B+ up 1. B- down 1. And then A- up 2. Up 4, 89 overall. 89 overall. Sounds good, Crispy. You'll be after Jay here. Big back Gibbs. Good shit, TJ. 89, dude. All right, here goes Jay. Baby back Gibbs. Lamar and Caleb. I mean, great start with the QBs. I think I'll give that an A- for the quarterbacks. Running backs, Bucky, Judkins, Corum. Man, I mean, that's a little shaky right there. I'm gonna say a C+ for the running backs. And I mean, a lot of it is because of the nervousness for Bucky. I mean, he did get him at a decent spot at the 5-6. But yeah, we're gonna grade that a little tougher. We're gonna say a C+ on that. And I'll explain what how it all comes into the grade. Everything starts at an 85 at like a B. And the grade that you get it'll bring it up or down. Puka, Higgins, Adams, and Tate, and Kelsey talked about that, how that's pretty awesome. I mean, Puka, having him, it's great to build around. Higgins is a B+ guy for me. I mean, shit, even Adams is kind of a B+ guy for me. I think I'm gonna call that an A- for the wide receiver pass catchers. And then let's see your IDP. So I feel like you drafted Bosa too early. Like, I mean, I clown on Brown for taking Bosa in like the 16th, 17th round. You took him in round 12. You just don't have to draft him that early. Like Edrin Cooper, you get like, I'd much rather have him over Bosa, and he's going to outscore Bosa. That's a really, really good pick in the 14th round. And then Kyle Hamilton's good. Tremaine Edmonds, really, really good pick. Singleton, really good pick as well. So I'll kind of take all 6 of those guys into consideration for this. And I mean, Crosby's an A player. Cooper's an A player. Edmonds probably an A- or a B+ player. Same with Singleton. Hamilton, probably like a B player, but like potentially B+. Bosa, it's like, I feel like it's like a B. He's always getting hurt. I think I'm going to call this a B+, but it's really fringing on an A- and really Crosby. It's Crosby, Cooper. I mean, those are the top guys, but man, I mean, Edmonds and Singleton, like they almost get it over the hump. Like if you had 2 different guys in besides Bosa and Hamilton, well, actually, I guess really when I'm only talking about the 5, I guess I can like take one of those guys out. Just mentally, I'm going to take one of those guys out. And yeah, because the 6 instead of the 5, I think I'm going to call that an A-, and it's because of Crosby, Cooper, Edmonds, and Singleton. It's those guys who I feel like Edmonds and Singleton are like fringing A-, if not like A- players. And Crosby's an A player, Cooper's an A player. And then those 2 guys, yeah, plus Hamilton or Bosa, either one. So I'm going to call that an A- for the IDP. And so let me see. So Jackson and Williams, that was an A-, so that's up 2. So everything starts at 85. So now you're at 87. We're going down with the running backs though, because it was a C+, so that's -2. So now you're back at even at 85. The wide receivers, I said A-, right, for the wide receivers. So that's up 2. And then we got an A- for the IDP. So that's up 2 again. So that's an 89 total. 89 total. That's really good for the starters. I mean, if your running backs like stay healthy, that's going to be good. If your running backs like crap out, like, you know, that could ruin everything like really quick. So we'll see how that all shapes out. But 89 for the starters, that is solid. And shout out to Braden, shout out to Evan for the follow. If there's anybody with any questions on TikTok, throw those questions in and hit that follow button as well. Hit that follow button. And here goes Crispy. Last team that I'm grading. Then we're getting up out of here. Been live for a little over 2 hours. Damn it, Crispy. This is so bad. Dan said London's top 15 wide receivers. So it depends on who's available for you. Yeah. Oh, did I answer his questions? AD said, should I draft Kyle Pitts? Yeah. It depends on how late you can get him. Oh, it was the Jalen or the Dak. And most of the regular leagues, I think I would go Jalen over Dak. So Crispy, your quarterbacks, Tua and Bryce Young, dude. C-, probably even a D. Yeah, and that's not even the satire. That's like the actual score, C-. So that is like -4. Running backs, Genty, Swift, Dowdle, Algier. Man, I'll say B-, but that's like even being generous. Wide receivers, though, I mean, shit, that's like an A. JSN, Neighbors, Rice, Olave might even be. I can't give that an A+, but definitely an A. The IDP, did you make it up with there? Landman, Knight, Bush, Carter, Davis. That's a B+. I mean, so you did kind of like make it up there, but dude, that's horrible, Crispy. Like for your standards, dude, that's bad. That is bad. And 2ADT said, dog, who drafted this sorry team? Man, see, Crispy, you're getting clowned on TikTok now because of drafting this team. The quarterbacks are so bad. Like, that's what it is. Quarterbacks are so bad. They don't know it's a 2 QB league. So, I mean, he got screwed on quarterbacks, but screwed himself by waiting so long. That's for sure. And James said, late night Ripski, let's do it. I'm about to, I'll smoke a bowl. I'll pack a bowl. If we get another super chat or a galaxy or, so we got to get a galaxy and I'll take a fat rip. I'll take a fat rip. I'll do one that you'll see me, that's going to get really crazy.
He does.
Yeah. Like we got to get someone thrown in the galaxy and we'll take a fat blinker on one of these. And Cali Jam said last of the Schmokanikins. Dude, tomorrow's draft is going to be fun. I think we're going to have a couple new guys in there. I don't know. Hopefully Kyler didn't get too scared of the IDP. I know it can be scary playing in an IDP league, but it shouldn't be. I made this to where it's very easy for anyone new to the format to be able to come in and draft a good team as long as you don't avoid the positions. And Yee said Malik definitely going to be a risky pick this year. He's a little bit risky. It's baked into his price though. That's for sure. And Dan said, wait until round 7 to the QB to get his QB1 hurt. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy with these single QB leagues, like how far down you can get some of these players. We'll put the whole draft board up there now so people can see it. There we go. All right. Crispy said TikTok clown. Crispy, your team sucks. It freaking sucks, Crispy. But yeah, man. Yeah, you got some good squads, man. That's for sure. Devo popped in on TikTok. What up, Devo? Dude, we got to get someone throwing the galaxy. It might be Devo throwing the galaxy over there. Yeah, man. We got to start getting more gifts on TikTok. That's what it's all about, man. Building the hype train. We need more people. We need more people getting in the draft. Only $10. We do them every day, 9 p.m. Eastern. They're the shit. It's a whole big community hanging out in the live streams, either on TikTok or on YouTube. We got peeps in both. And Ace Baby says Bijan really worth the top pick this year. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, for sure. Dan said, yeah, Neighbors' knees still risky. For sure. I mean, but he's not going to be on the pup. Like, that's something that I think that everybody would have been, like, super nervous about. And what? That Solidicki said, watching that hit might have got me to quit after 15 years. Got you to quit what? After 15 years. And shout out to Ace Baby. Oh, yeah, with the heart me. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to hang for a few more minutes. If the questions are flowing, I'll hang for a few more minutes. Dude, if we get someone throwing in a super chat or a galaxy, I'll do a fat ass dab. Jamie said everyone gets an A+ grade for me tonight. Nice, nice. Jamie, you still in Canton, or did you make it home? And I can't wait to hear about the escapades that happened. We got to get you on a live stream tomorrow or the next day, so we can hear about these hear about what was going down at the expo. Whew. All right. Yeah, we got to start getting more people joining earlier so we can double dip on the drafts and get like 2 drafts going per night, but they'd be going at like the same time though. And no, dude, tell me what I should call you because I don't see a username, so I'm not sure what to call you. He said, "Is this Dynasty?" No, it's a redraft. It's a best ball redraft. And James said, "Thought on Hampton and Brees as running backs." I mean, I like them. Are you saying that you already have them like on your squad? Like those are your 2 top running backs? I mean, that's good. I mean, that's like a first and a second round guy right there. I mean, maybe Brees is like a third round guy in some leagues, but I feel like mostly second. And Crispy and Callie Jam said, "Get him, Crispy." So all these tournaments are just Crispy ball money. And Jamie said, I left at noon today. I didn't even go to the expo shit. I was done with people. There we go, man. There we go. Was there anybody cool who you met? Jay said, "Did you view the team I DM'd you?" Oh, no. Let me hold on. Let me see. Oh, dang it. You know what? Hold on. Hold up. Let me get the link. I forgot. I was on a different user. So that one was, let me see, 254. So this one. The one where you got the Savage. Oh shit, Devo did send the Galaxy. Let's go. Devo, you the man. Probably had to figure that shit out on TikTok. Let's go. Devo, you the man. All right. Hang on, Jay. Hang on. We got to pack this up. Devo, yeah, coming through with the big Galaxy. Let's go. And Chase said, "What do you think about Etienne and Judkins for round 1 and 2?" Man, this is going higher and higher. They're just going higher and higher. I don't know. Like, I feel like Etienne's like a round 2 guy, and like Judkins is like a round 3 guy. Am I not right about that? And Jay said, "I'm hanging here. I'll be home in 5 minutes to spark my own. Let's go." Yeah, we're going to get, dang it. Hold on. Let's go. Devo, you the man. Jamie, why are so many QBs going early? And Chase said round 4 or 5, bro, not 1 and 2. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, as your RB 1 and 2. Okay. I don't like Judkins being the RB2. And Etienne, I kind of don't even like him being the RB1. I'd rather have one guy above Etienne and have Etienne as my RB2. That's how I'd rather play it. I mean, I know we're talking everything in like a perfect world, but that's how I'd be hoping for it. All right. Let's pack this ball. It's about to be a fatty. Dang it. There you go. Stuck to the side. C, Brian Thomas or Loveland. Tough spot for a keeper. Rounds don't matter. I can keep Loveland for 1. I want Loveland over Brian Thomas. You can keep Loveland for 1 more year. Yeah, do it. Use up all the eligible years for Loveland, bro. I do think BTJ is going to have a good bounce back, but especially if rounds don't matter, I just want the better player. And I mean, the more scarce position as well. So, like, that's another reason to take Loveland. And C said, thanks, homie. Hell yeah, bro. Hit that follow. Hit that follow. This is one of the streams I feel like I've had some of the most follows so far. We're up to 24 follows for the show. Been here about 2 hours. I haven't been streaming on TikTok that much, but I got a new computer. Now I'm able to. So I'll be here all the time. Every time I live stream, I will be here. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok. We're all over the place right now. Cheers. Shout out to Devo. Throwing down the galaxy. Woo! Dr. Dabber is where it's at. Whoo! James said Unca's gone. You know it. I said, damn, bro, you good? I'm good.
Well, why is it sparkling, man? Why is it sparkling? Just hit the blunt one time.
Woo. TJ said, when's the next raffle? Bro, I feel like Vegas. The 22nd. I guess a lot's going to be going on that night. So I guess I got to figure it out. But I feel like then I still got a handful of like fire jerseys that we're going to throw down. And yeah, it's going to be some really big ones. Yeah. Because I know I got one really good one that's getting thrown in. One that people might consider the best defensive player of all time. Tell me if you have a guess. And Matt, should I take Brock Bowers at the 2-3 turn or wide receiver RB instead? I mean, that's the spot to take him if you can get him at the 3rd. Took Gibbs at the 101. Yeah, man. I if you can get him at the 3-1, do it. All right, Jay. Jay still in the house. We got Purdy and Mendoza. Man, I was talking about this yesterday. Like, man, the Mendoza part makes me nervous. I don't know if you got Cousins to have like the stack. I mean, that would make a difference. Because Mendoza to me is like a C+ like player. Cali Jam. No, he is a linebacker, but not an inside linebacker. And yeah, I knew I was gonna throw in one of my Hall of Famer jerseys. He's a Hall of Famer. There's another hint. But when I say he's arguably one of the best at the position, so he's not an inside linebacker, And if there's any questions that you want to ask versus just guessing, you can also just do that. But yeah, I'm curious what people think. All right. Running backs, Gibbs and Jacobs, solid at the top. There's nobody else. That's the thing that makes this kind of tough because, I mean, Gibbs is an A for sure. Jacobs kind of like a B right now. TJ said LT. You got it, bro. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Dude, only took 2 guesses. But yeah, LT. Yes, sir. Number 56. I'm gonna say a B+ because there is no I'm gonna say a B+ because there's no backups. Like there's nobody else in the starters. So I mean, very slim at the top. Wide receiver, tight ends: Rice, Higgins, Adams, Tyler Warren, Michael Wilson, and Ricky Pearsall. That's really solid. I'm gonna say a B+ for that. And then IDP, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Verse, Anderson, Nick Bonito. That's solid, man. Garrett, Will Anderson are definitely anchoring this. Those guys are the A's. A minus guys. Everybody else is a B plus guy. Watt, Verse, Bonito, those like B plus guys. So it's fringing here on an A minus and a B plus. And I think because you have more B plus guys than A minus guys, we're gonna call this a B plus. So let's see how this shaped out. So dang it, I don't even think I gave a grade for the quarterbacks. I'm gonna call that a C plus for the quarterbacks. So that's down 2, and then we got up 1, and then up 1. So up 1 total, and that's an 86 overall. There we go, 86 overall. All right, so this was yesterday's draft. And Cali Jam, if you got time, can you grade my 46 team? Dang it. I can't. I gotta go. We're gonna go get something to eat. Vanessa asked me how long, like 10 minutes ago. So I can't, but tomorrow, remind me. We'll do it. We'll get it in. Triple P, damn 2 rounds and 3s. I took back-to-back, high risk, high reward. The allegation away from being in last place. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. All right, I'm getting up out of here. Everybody who followed, appreciate you. Everybody who threw down on the super chats, I appreciate you guys. Devo for throwing down on the TikTok gifts, appreciate you. Everybody who's hitting the like button today, you guys are awesome. If you want to get into a draft, message me at FF Hustler 420 at FF Hustler 420 on Sleeper, and I will get you into one of these drafts. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.